Sup guys, it's Kosh, and today in Immortal Rising I will give you the build for your free-to-play character that you will use from the very early awakenings, like B to the all SSS tier. So that will be like the build that you will play most of the game, and it's the most efficient build available right now. It's called Tempest. Let's go. Before we start, two things. First one, this build can be outdated over time because there are rumors about the patch that will change the balance of the game. I'm not sure how it will be after the patch, so don't blame me for that. Second, use the LD player, the link in the video description, in order to farm more effectively offline. That will help you to get more resources and level up faster. So, what's the idea of the Tempest build? It's basically based on your symbol. If you don't have the symbol available yet, don't worry, just go for whatever I told you in the previous guides, like beginner's guide, first days guide, they're all viable. There are some things that are not really good for the long-term progression, obviously, but as you play the game, you will learn, and yeah, the symbols are extremely important. So what do we have here? First one is the main symbol, it's Tempest. The idea of the Tempest that for 2 seconds the damage of the basic attack increased by 90% and attack speed increased by 95% for 5 attacks. That's like the main thing for us, and there is a cooldown as well. So we will exploit that. In order to exploit that, we will have additional support symbols. This one on the right, symbol of Hermes level 4. Increase basic attack damage by 2.16% for every 1% attack speed over 400%. And take a guess, our attack speed will be crazy. So take a look over here. We got our ability right now here, and it's giving us 1.2k, about that, about 1 to 2k% additional stats, which is really cool. So that's a good basic attack bonus. Another support symbol is Fenrir. Now this one is a bit different. It increases your critical damage by some percentage. It will get higher as you will play as well, for every 1% of critical rate over 100. So if you don't have 100% critical, this one will be useless for you. Early game, you might struggle to get there. Over time, it won't be a problem. You will get critical rate higher and higher, and that will be your go-to thing. If you still don't have the critical rate of 100, I advise you guys to go for symbol of the Sage over here. It will increase your skill damage, a pretty nice thing. Or if you don't want that, you can go into the symbol of Vampire for the shield, or symbol of Counter for whatever. You don't play that for long, trust me, you will get that Fenrir really fast, and before that I was running with the Sage, I was pretty happy with that. Fenrir, we deal with this. Now, all those things will be upgraded as you do the round. You will get higher and higher level, and that will be even higher bonuses. Let's see, we don't have enough resources for that, okay. But yeah, that's what you have for the symbols, and that's the core of the gameplay for us. Now, all those things are available after reaching A awakening, and you will be able to get those symbols. Now let's move on to awakened abilities and attack traits. For awakened ability, you might wanna go for something else, but the best idea will be getting attack. While you are early game, like I'm here, you can get A to S attack. It's pretty cheap to get, and once you are done with like all of those, or you want to reroll at some point, you can go to different tab, do auto change, do attack, do SSS, auto change, and it will be way cheaper, so you can roll way more and run auto change over here. I'm not sure if I'll get something or not, we will see right here. But yeah, instead of re-rolling one of those, because that will cost us way more, we can do it like that, and that will help us, well, quite a lot. But honestly, that's costly and the chances aren't that high. But you should start doing this over time, and as soon as this preset here, there we go, we got it, 200% right here, lock, and as you can see, next roll will be even more expensive. So just like that, you build second area of those awakening abilities, but meanwhile you can use your main one over here because it will give you higher stats, and when you're ready to change, like when this one will be higher than the previous one, you can go for that one. Pretty simple. Another viable stats will be critical chance, attack speed, boss damage, and attack increase, but honestly, you just wanna go with all those attack bonuses. That will be way better. You actually might wanna go with SS and SSS one, up to you. I think after this you can go with both of those and reroll, and maybe at some point that will be better than this one over here. Next one is Hall of Equipment, that will be locked for you for a while before you will get SSS weapon, but when you get here, well, the best idea is to increase your weapon attack. Other options might be final damage received and final critical damage increase, but once again, weapon attack is your main stat to go for over here. In the Call of Element, a bit lower over here, which points are being rewarded for the pets, you want to go for Cataclysmic, goddammit, blow chance increase or Cataclysmic blow damage increase. You can balance those out, but I mean, you need pretty high chance for that to be viable, so yeah, start with the chance. For the equipment, you would like to go with your highest rarity equipment that you have, upgrade it to level +5. So forge here, forge it to +5, don't go any higher because you will replace it pretty fast. As you can see here, I replaced it quite a lot, and yeah, even right now I'm like, it's good but not good enough. And then when one of your highest tier 4-star SSS will reach 4 amount like we have over here, you might want to try to forge something better. That will cost you broken rune sword that you can get from the dungeon, 4 of those weapons and some SS grade forge stones. Those are easy to get, and then you will get an SSS, and at that point you might go all in the upgrades. I got lucky to get Frostbrand. You will get one as well from the daily check-ins on day 7. Well, not really that weapon, but you will get random weapon. If you get lucky with the proper weapon, you might wanna go all in. If you get not really best weapon in the game, you might upgrade it a bit, don't overdo it. So yeah, if you get either Frostbrand or Soul Harvester, this sword, you might want to invest a lot of resources into it, like all in. Those are really good for you, but honestly, Frostbrand is considered to be the best weapon in the game so far, so you can work on it. For the ring and amulet, for the ring you want Ghost, if you like it. That stuff will be really good, that's like best in slot for you, so when you get it, go crazy on it as well. Its unique option is really good, it increases your attack speed, that, as we remember, converts into attack, so that's really nice for us. For the amulet we want Tyrant over here, because once again, crazy damage boost over here, go all in on this one as well. If we talk about change option here, I wouldn't recommend spending too much resources on it before you get to SSS ranking. I don't recommend spending too much resources on it before you get to SSS weapon, because it's pretty expensive to roll an S tier stuff, but it is really good. And this is one of the best ways to get enough critical chance as well, by the way. You want to roll for attack speed, critical chance, critical damage, and the boss damage right here. Those 4 stats are your top priority over here. If you can get all of them, that will be really nice. I advise going for A and S tier, though, unless you get to the SSS weapon. There you want to go for S only, because this is way better. But yeah, early on you might even go for B. Don't overdo it though. You will need those reroll things later on in the game as well, so it doesn't change that much for you. But yeah, once you get your hands on the weapon that you want to keep for the long time, I already got attack speed and critical chance over here, and I will keep rerolling those things as well until I will get the right stat. Let's move on to the pets. For the pets, don't touch their element right now. That doesn't work to reroll it right now. Just go with your best pets that you have, the ones that can give you most set effects for now. Later on you will get the best pets for you. So which SSS pets do we want for our Tempest build? Let's see. You want to have Cassiopeia as your active pet. Next one is Colossus, then Karina, then Charizard. After that the priority goes to Lilith, and the final one is Bishop. But keep in mind, guys, that it will take forever for you to get them, so it will be a long process, so you would like to roll for them over some time. Why do you want those specific pets? Because of their set effect, third bonus, and those stats that they have are the best for us. They are kind of working around the critical damage, so that's what we need. So yeah, guys, just try to enchant the pet that you can slot while you're leveling. Just get additional stats, level them up as much as you can in order to get those bonus. Like the higher you have over here, the better stats you will get, so it's definitely worth it, and you will still need to level them all up for that pet bonus over here, so it's a no-brainer, let's put it like that. Although I might want to change the guys that I have over here because I just recently summoned them. Let's go on to the crafting and I'll show you the stats that we need over here. Those are the stats that you want on your charms. Try to, if you're crafting them, try to craft S tier. Don't go for SS because you can upgrade it later and early on you won't need it anyway, so for now just go for those 4. If you crafting them, that will be good enough. So attack, critical chance, penetration and move speed. Those are the best options you have right now. And obviously it should be offensive one. After that, reroll for lightning damage if you... Well, I mean, that's the later part. We'll talk about it later. Either lightning or ice, depending on what kind of Tempest build you are going for. But for your early game, that should be the best option that you can get for the Tempest build. Once again, if you're not sure what you want to do later with your build, I mean, those are pretty good. You can switch one of those for attack speed if you want. Instead of lightning skill damage, it should be okay for most builds as well, but yeah, boss damage is nice as well, but I think those are the best. So if you got some charms dropped of S rarity and or higher, try to go for the ones that have some of those stats here to get some basic stuff that will help you to flow through the game and just upgrade them to get additional bonus attack, and yeah, that will be nice. Now let's move on to the hardest and the main part, the skills. For the skills, it's hard. First of all, there is one passive skill, Blessing of Hermes, which is essential for this build. I tried this build before I got this skill. Guys, it was horrible. My dude was really weak and I was like, this build sucks. But once I've got lucky and got this skill, it changed everything. So that's essential. So out with the passives, you would like to have Blessing of Hermes for sure, Exploit Weak, Enlightenment, and Detect Weakness for the early game. But once you will upgrade your skills, your build will look different, so you will change some of the skills around. Later on, you will get Advanced Adrenaline Rush and Foresight over here, but that will be later. You won't get to the skill upgrades anytime soon anyway. For the active skills though, you would like to have Holy Shock, then Enrage, then Ground Break, and then the Blizzard. And once again, those skills are while you are leveling and while you don't have upgraded skills. When you will get upgraded skills, I mean, it will be way later. Again, you would like to get Innervate then. And I can show you other skills like Advanced Ground Break, because I can't enchant it right now, like I can see what it will do. Still the same Enrage and Advanced Cleanse, but again, not right now. And by the way, this build is going towards Lightning Tempest, so if you want to go for Ice, for example, or some other Tempest variation, you might need to adjust some things, but I think the Lightning, at least the guys in the chat who are high ranked, advised me that Lightning build is the best for beginner players. So this is the information from the Discord, and this is how the awakened abilities should look like. Take a look at that. So they got the Tempest, what we said, they've got the SSS attack, which is pretty crazy. Look at all those things here, and bonuses from everything else, the charms and all that stuff, and the skills, as I said. The traits should go, well, you should make several presets for different situations, but for the boss fights you go for attack, critical chance, attack speed, boss damage, and attack increase over here. That's like your boss build. If you wanna go for dungeon to farm something, you should remove the boss damage over here and do something different. Mostly attack. And here are the charm examples here that can be used as well for you. Attack, penetration, move speed, critical chance, normal attack damage that will be changed to element damage a bit later, and adrenaline rush, just because, well, it can be there, but it's available at SSS rank, so it's not that early for us guys as well. So now, this build has some drawbacks, not the drawbacks, something that you might have hard times getting your hands on early on. Mainly for me, it was critical. Right now, my critical is already at 125 out of 100, but early on it was hard because this upgrade here for the critical doesn't give us that much, 11%. What's that? That's not enough. How you can get it? First of all, the runes. The runes will give you quite a lot of critical. Here it is. It's already given me 19%. If we will level it up a bit more, it will give us even more. So that's a really viable way of doing it. That's actually pretty cool. Moreover, as you guys know, you can go for the higher tier rune dungeon in order to increase your chances of getting this. So I'm not spending it all in one go right here. Another option would be, as I already mentioned, is getting the right options on your gear. Well, while it's not really high tier, you don't want to overdo it. I've got S here, I got lucky, but mostly you would like to get A tier critical chance. That will be already quite a good boost for you, so go for that one over here. Then outside of that, you can get some critical on the charms that will allow you to get enough points of that, and as you will increase higher and higher ascension, you will be able to get more of those charms, more of those pets, more of those things that will actually stock up that critical chance. Then again, you got the skill collection that will give you, well, it gives me 10 critical chance right now, and I think it will be here for a while because after that you need to upgrade the skills beyond level 20, which is hard. And you will also get critical damage, which will help you as well with your damage, because basically additional critical chance gives you more critical damage. That's increasing your damage overall. Oh yeah, by the way, small tip for you guys: if you are really eager to get this Blessing of Hermes and you can't get it, you can craft the skills. You go to the menu over here, go to craft skills and get, well, SS grade skill. I don't really think that you need to spend that many. I just did like maybe 3 pulls and I've got, oh my god, I've got 2 more Blessing of Hermes. That's actually pretty nice. And we can upgrade the skill right now. Nice. Look at that, even higher movement speed and attack speed. That's good. Another source of critical chance later on, after you will reach specific stage, will be Soul Stone. Here, if you get lucky, I'm just starting this thing, you might get some critical chance and critical damage. As you get higher tier abilities here, they will be better and stronger. And I think that's about it, where you can get the critical. So yeah, do your best. And honestly, guys, this build, as you can see, just plowing through the enemies. Let's go try to defeat the boss. I haven't fought anyone today. Oh, I did. And yeah, the main idea of this build, that is doing insane amount of damage to the enemy. And you can exploit that quite a lot. That's crazy damage right here. Take a look at that. That guy is going down. Is he? Cast fail. There we go, dude. Together with that Frost Sword, like, it stuns the enemies, it stun lock them quite a lot, and they can do that many things. So yeah, you can quite easily go through a lot of content with that. You can get way higher raid damage over here. Let's do it again. I haven't tried it before changing some skills around. There we go. So you will have really fun time going through the content after you will get this build, and you will need to focus on getting more and more boss, like those awakening stones here, to progress to the next awakening after that. Look at all those numbers flying, that's crazy. And I actually managed to get this boss. I think we will be able to do it right now till the end of his timer, which I didn't manage to do beforehand. You might need to evade some things from time to time. I'm not sure about that, if you need it. I'm just doing it because it's fun. But usually, yeah, you can just go forward and destroy him, break his shield, do crazy damage here, and get more and more of those awakening stones. There we go, time is up, and we managed to get even better high score here, so seems legit. So yeah, guys, that's the Tempest build for you, and this build will allow you to go through the very early game A awakening all the way to SSS, and you can even play with it over there and get in top, I don't know, 50 players. And only after that, when you get a lot of other resources, you might want to change to something else. So this guide will guide you through everything, viable for all the players. Pretty good, right? Let me know down below in the comments if I made some mistakes, because that's a very complex game. It's different from other games I played before, like these idle games. I like the mechanics here, it's unique. So yeah, and let me know what you think about this guy down below as well. While you're going there, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to this channel, check out the video description for more Immortal Rising guides in the playlist, and LD player download link, and other useful stuff over there, like other YouTube channel, social media, Discord, and that kind of stuff. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching. That's about it for now. Stan Kosh out. Have a good one. Bye.